Hello everybody, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, I am Nicole. Guys, this is going to be your November 14th daily reading. I'm sorry that this is getting out a little later in the day than I would like for it to, but the new moon has kicked my behind. Not even gonna pretend. So, you know, we've all got healing work to do. It doesn't even matter, like on this side of the camera or that one, right? Like we've all got that work to do. So spent my morning in that space of reflectivity and meditation, bringing this up to you because perhaps that's something that you need to do or that needs to be in your focus. Spirit is saying to calm the mind, to reassure yourself, to open yourself up to new beginnings, and don't have expectations but have hope for the future. Okay, so with that, let's just jump into your messages. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So, you know the spiel. As always, and then personal reads are open right now as well, so feel free to reach out the description box below and the about section of the page. Okay, all right. Courage, exhilaration. You could be feeling a mix of emotions, especially with this new moon in Scorpio, of, you know, like as I just said, hope for the future, right, and what is to come, the moments and the little things that light you up and send you just into you know, the imaginary world, I guess you could say, the magic of what can be and what is coming in due time, the courage and strength to see yourself through it. They're bringing up the serenity prayer, you know, God, how does it go? I don't even, or actually I have it right here on the wall. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, you know, carry that with you today and throughout, you know, the rest of the week, maybe in for the next 2 weeks as we move into the full moon in Gemini. So, you know, hold firm in that for yourself right now, that there are things that we cannot change. We cannot change the past. Yeah, talking about fear, right? This card has popped out in so many of the readings. And side note, Libra, Aquarius, and Virgo, your weekly reads are coming out too. Bear with me. Like I said, if I'm not good, I can't do what I need to do for you. But the fear, right? There's a lot of fear attached to the past, especially when it comes to our emotional past right now, of the connections that we've had, how we have felt caught up in that, what it is that we need to release and let go of. Fear is, I think, our biggest enemy, right? Because fear lives within us and it can eat us up, it can consume us. This dynamism and patience. It was funny because this morning, you know, I threw some cards for myself as the overall energy for the day. I guess not even for myself, but just in general. Those two particular cards came out in fear, sitting here with the hunt. Reba's talking about the hunt. A heart is a lonely hunter, right? Like there's, let's go, I was listening to music and all kind of stuff this morning, but anywho, so, you know, a lot of the work that I do revolves around what it is that you all are going through, and that's why I do what I do, right? The dynamism is this expansion of the self. This is stepping into your full-fledged power and knowing that everything that you are desiring at this time is within reach for you. Patience. That has been a card that has come out again repetitively in these readings that I have done, learning to harness that power of patience. For a lot of us, the last couple of years, when we go back to the pandemic, has been a time where things have felt, you know, there's been uncertainty, there's been trials, there's been tribulations, there's been revelations that have come with this on an economic, social scale, on our personal level, in our work, our relationships, our homes, our families. And it's like, you know, how much more can we take? How much more can we put in? Because it feels like that we've been patient for so long. And this is a cycle that just tends to keep repeating. The cycle is coming to an end. It truly is. And I sat this morning in meditation for quite some time, and yeah, destiny, power, and the hunt. You know, it's coming to an end. So where you maybe have felt that things were very difficult, very trying, hang in there. Spirit is saying, hang in there just a little longer. One more day. Just give yourself one more day. When you think about the grand scheme of things, where you were, how far you've come, you know, think about all the time lapse that's happened throughout the things that are coming to the surface, that are bringing you to a state of fear right now, that you're recognizing that fear and how it is, you know, clipping your wings, holding you back, that, you know, when you look in the rearview mirror, essentially, Like, how much distance have you put between yourself and the things of the past that have created this fear into moving through the future? 5:05 on the clock. And understand that there was a change at that point back in the day, whatever that day was for you. This circle of infinity, this zero, that it carries on forever. Life is infinite, right? And the 5 is the change that is to come. And it's coming, but this need to be patient and see yourself through this time period. It's about balance, finding that balance within yourself, holding firm in what your focus is going to be in the future, and then, you know, creating that in your mind, creating that in your heart, more than anything, because I've said it 1,000 times before, and I'll say it 1,000 times more, you know, after that. We're meant to feel. We're meant to feel. We're human beings that are meant to feel. You have to live in the feeling of what it is that you are trying to create for yourself. How does it feel? And I think that for a lot of us, myself included, that once we get in touch with that feeling, we're afraid that this dam internally is going to break and go, oh my God, I've never had this before. Oh my God, I've never felt this way before. Oh my God, I've never experienced this before. And it's going to, it's almost like a tidal wave that comes in to clean the slate. You know, you think about the waves that wash up shore. If you've got, you know, sand, like, you know, kids go out on the sand, or even as adults, we go out and make sand castles. It takes those waves to come in to clean that up and even out that sand again. That's what's happening. Right now, we're in a process of letting this be washed away, letting this be cleared up, to take that residual, the clumps, you know, of all of it, and just smooth it back out so that we can start again. So you could feel like there's a bunch of little tower moments that are happening when it comes to your emotional base, and that's okay. It's heavy, it's hard, it leaves you feeling bare, vulnerable, and open, but it's necessary. And I think sometimes we get into this idea of what we feel is necessary, where we want to go, we long for, where we want to head so bad because we've been without for so long, that fear of, what if it never comes? What if I never feel good again? What if these things continue to happen? You have to let go of the attachment. That there is that devil energy that steps in and takes the reins for you and says, oh no, the human mind wants this, and we want this now. We have to have it now. Trust that the building blocks of where you are heading are going to take a lot more time. You think about the foundations that you've had in the past, you know, whether they've been relationships, jobs, interpersonal relationships with your family, your children, toxic habits and patterns that we tend to repeat, addiction issues. It doesn't matter what it is. Every time that you've jumped in, it has created blockages. They were faulty foundations that were built, and they were scary. But we took that ride because we had to have that experience. We had to learn where we were. We had to have the experience to teach us where we don't want to go back to. And I don't care who you are in this point, right? Like I say, these readings may resonate or not resonate. There is not a single soul on this earth, and I will stand very firm in this. Not a single soul on this earth, I don't care who you are, that has not experienced this. I don't care if you were trying out for the high school track team. I don't care if you were trying to go to college. I don't care if you were getting married. I don't care if it was an addiction issue. It does not matter. You can take this and implement this in any capacity, whether it's affected your heart space, your confidence, your stability, your mindset, your connection to the divine, your desires for life, your ability to communicate effectively with other people, or your ability to see beyond what is sitting right in front of you. There is a bigger picture that is coming. There is a massive understanding, and it's going to take time for things to fall into place. Divine timing, right? It's divine timing of working through what it is. Everything has to be so per the universe in order for things to work the way that you need it to. They're coming to aid. Spirit is saying they're coming to assist. They are your assistants. They are there for you. Don't be so focused on the end goal that you forget what the journey is right now. Very, very important message. And I almost don't even feel like I need to pull anything else. That was primarily intuitive there with these cards. You know what? I will grab, you're taking me over to this deck. I will grab these. We'll pull 2 of these for balance. Any additional advice, Spirit, for the collective today, November 14th? Also, they're bringing to my attention 111, and I've seen that in a lot of the videos too recently. Could be very important. They just showed me 10:01 on the clock, endings, beginnings, right? And then 14, which breaks down to a 5, which is that massive change. Be patient with this change as it comes in. Heat and preservation. You could be feeling pressurized right now in a few areas of life. Don't let that burn you down. Some of you could be really trying to kind of hermit yourself into a space of healing, trying to incubate essentially yourself, you know, nurturing and growing yourself. Put the focus on you. I mean, you can obviously, you still have to, if you're in situations or partnerships or whatever, work, whatever, you're going to have to, you know, obviously continue to invest in that. But in the downtime, you know, make sure you're investing in you, that you're polishing you up, right, essentially. So, advice for the collective spirit. What is the advice for the collective today? Alchemy. Again, balance. Feeling it, knowing it, letting it go through every vibrant space of your body. The hand is to feel. When I do Reiki with people, you know, that's that hand. I use that hand as that conduit to feel my way through their energy. What is it that we need to touch upon? What is it that's coming to the surface? Alchemize with yourself. If you're a practitioner yourself, use Reiki on yourself. Help to heal the body. If you haven't had Reiki done, go get Reiki done. You know, by a trusted source, someone who's putting in the work into their own healing, because you can't heal other people if you ain't done it yourself, right? If you're not really truly working on that. This is also about the circulatory system as well. Like, do things that are going to expand the circulatory system to move stuck and stagnant energy right now. So, you know, yoga. I've been doing yoga lately, so I'll just throw that out there. Yoga, stretching, going to the gym, working out, getting that blood flow, getting that pumping. You want to release that pressure and that tension, and the body is asking for you to invest in itself right now. So, advice for the collective spirit. Spirit is also saying to go out into nature, connect with nature. As I was going to say, connection. You've got for some of you, this is again a lot of, you're getting in touch with your emotions at this time and rediscovering probably parts of yourself, this inner childhood here. You see the inner child within her, of what feels good, going back to your innocence, celebrating who you are and appreciating and respecting yourself for who you are. This divine flow, this starfish in this is that abundance, that peace. Spirit is saying certain things for you guys are going to come out through a symbolism that is heaven sent. So you've got a lot of support on the other side. Embrace it, take it on, and enjoy this period. 13 on the clock of transformation. It may feel heavy, but you're heading in the right direction. No qualms about it. This is the beginning of a new cycle once you release the past. And I think that you all are in some way, shape, or form. But this is a completion, a mass completion, and a complete renewal. So those are your messages today. Sending you guys all the very best, sending you love, light. Again, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, I will get your weekly reading out ASAP and get on those mid-months in the right time. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.